the Fed is not printing money. That's very, very tricky for Bitcoin. Doesn't mean Bitcoin's not going to break out here, but it makes it harder. So to think that we're going to get the same 4-year cycle when Bitcoin is not being propelled by massive inflows of money from the Federal Reserve, from the US government, et cetera, the Fed funds rate is trading at 5%, you have it into the 3% range because the markets are anticipating that essentially we're going to have a recession. So these are things that are going on right now that we have to be aware of, and that's pushing the markets down.
Discover the latest market insights today with pro trader Gareth Soloway. Join him as he takes a deep dive into pressing topics, including whether the Bitcoin bull market is back on after breaking $30,000. In addition, Gareth shares his expert predictions for gold in 2023 and advises which sectors to short in the upcoming year. Gain valuable knowledge as he analyzes the current S&P 500 chart and reveals a potential 25% downside from current levels. Plus, learn why Gareth has debunked the Bitcoin bottom speculation. Recently, Bitcoin broke the $28,000 mark and U.S. equities experienced a mixed trading day. Investors are eagerly anticipating a busy week of earnings reports from major companies including Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and Alphabet. By market close, the S&P and Dow both ended in positive territory, up 0.09% and 0.2% respectively. However, the Nasdaq closed down 0.29%. According to the latest Bitcoin update with TradingView's data analysis, Bitcoin bears attempted to push the top crypto below its support level at $27,000. However, their momentum ran out at $27,040, giving way to the bulls who took control of the price action and bid it back up above $27,500. According to Gareth, if Bitcoin can maintain a position above $30,000 for approximately 1 week, market participants can expect prices to surge from $35,000 to $40,000.
Be careful here, again, in the crypto markets. I have seen it before and I've seen it again. The bullishness in Bitcoin and crypto right now is equal to the bullishness we saw at 69,000. That to me is a warning sign because to me, that's a negative divergence. To see that much bullishness at such a lower price, that is not a good sign. Now, again, will we see new lows on Bitcoin? Will my 12 to 13,000, signal come true? Will 9,000 maybe get hit? I don't know. The point is just be careful up here. Make it prove that we can get above 30,500 by price getting there, staying there for at least a week. Then you can start to say, okay, now for sure the lows are in. Doesn't mean we won't have pullbacks, but at least the lows are in.
With Bitcoin breaking past the US $30,000 level, Soloway shared his thoughts on the current state of the market. According to him, the current level of US $30,500 is an epic level in terms of market psychology. If the market can break this level, it would be extremely bullish and the lows would be officially in at US $15,700. However, if it can't break through, there is still a possibility that Bitcoin could dip down to the US $12,000 to US $13,000 level or even below that. He posted a tweet. Did Bitcoin collapse from the $30,500 level? Oh, weird, almost like there was major resistance. Wish someone had warned us all about that exact level.
The bottom line is with Bitcoin, you have to start to be aware that there are factors here that are going to cause issues for Bitcoin. All right, so right now, we are at a major resistance. I've said this till I'm blue in the face. The 30,500 level is the level to watch. A lot of people kind of round it down to 30,000. No, the technical level is the technical level, 30,500. Look at what we've done right along here on the chart. Bitcoin has hammered on this over and over again. This is the daily chart. We even had a doji right here, which is a bearish signal where it popped above and then got slammed down right to that level. I love how it flushed 2 days ago, rallied back, and now it's flushing again. The level I'm watching for short-term bias. So right now you're at resistance, but honestly, resistance can be broken. That's a possibility. But one of the things you have to recognize here is this longer-term trend line, which I just discussed with my live traders in office here just 10 minutes ago before I started this broadcast, is that this is a long-term trend, right? You hammered on it here, you hammered on it right here, you broke above it, now you hammered on the opposite side. If we break below 28,500, 400 area and we confirm using the confirmation signal, that gives us now a downward channel or a break of the trend. So for me, you're now, and by the way, these two lines are going to meet. So this is going to happen over the next week or two at longest. But right now, look for this support line right here Also notice, I want to show you this, how if we connect these highs right through here, this line actually merges right at that point. So 28,500, 400, if we break below that, that is very bearish for Bitcoin. Okay, the other thing I have to talk to you guys about is there's so much FOMO out there. There is so much. You go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go anywhere out there. Everyone's talking about Altseason. Everyone's talking about this. The alts are going to start going 100x or 10x or 5x, whatever it is. My issue with that is that basically because that narrative is out there, everyone's already positioned themselves long. If you haven't seen the alts go yet, and everyone's already believing that it's going to happen, that's a very, very concerning issue. Because again, think about this. Who's going to drive the alts up now? If all the little investors are in because they believe the alt season is coming after the Bitcoin run.
Silver has been on the move lately as well, passing the $26 per ounce mark. But Soloway believes that the white metal's performance will be more subdued in 2023. When asked if silver will surpass US $30 this year, he acknowledged that is a possibility, but it would be at the high end of his target range. It's important to keep in mind that silver's industrial side may be affected by a potential recession. He has been bullish on gold for the past couple of years and anticipates that gold will break all-time highs at around US $2,075, with a minimum target of US $2,300 by year-end. He also believes that there's a high possibility of gold reaching US $5,000 within a year or two. He suggests that this marks the beginning of a new bull market in asset prices and that it is long overdue. According to him, the S&P 500, which experienced a 15% dip over 2022, will easily reach the 3,300 level in 2023.
Silver, to me, still has to pull back. If you remember in last game plan, last Wednesday, I said I actually did a short on silver live when I was on air. All right, that was right up here. Right now, again, that's in the money. I expect it to pull back. This is where it's going on silver. You're looking at around $24 on silver. That would be a classic retrace to the scene of the crime, this bigger trend line here. All right, so that's what you're watching there. All right, on gold, let's take a look. Gold as well. While I think gold is a huge, you guys know, listen, I've been a huge bull on gold since 2022. I still think it's going to break the all-time highs. But the bottom line is that you have to look for a pullback here. We are seeing downside today. My target is these two trend lines. If I extend this trend line out and this trend line right here, look at how they're meeting over here. That's your retrace to buy. I won't be a buyer of more gold until it gets back to that level. You give me a retrace, I will absolutely play it. Again, the SPX hovering right around this pattern. Now, the biggest thing for me, and I don't have this chart here, but I've shown it in recent videos, is this. This is a move up into euphoria, and this is complacency. If you look at the psychology of the market chart, and you can all Google this, the psychology of the market chart, you will see that this pattern here is the point that after euphoria, you pull back, and then you go into complacency. It is the beginning, or just before the beginning, of a bigger leg down than we have yet seen. So I'm going to leave you with this. By the end of 2023, the S&P will have at least touched 33 to 3,400. By 2024, we will touch 3,000. There is big downside coming. Analyze the charts. Analyze the psychology of the chart. You will see it in the charts. Every metric I'm seeing, the Fed is telling us this, the metrics, the complacency, everything rounds up to being absolutely 100% telling us that we're going to see downside. So that
Soloway remains bearish versus a suspect. We're analyzing Bitcoin charts and whether the bull market is back. He favors a bear market until Bitcoin goes above $30,000. For the past few years, he has maintained a bullish stance on gold and predicts that it will surpass its previous all-time highs. This concludes our discussion for today. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this content informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for the latest news and videos. Thank you for joining our discussion.